Reset. They pick up their revs. They find the bite point on the clutch. They've got them loaded against the handbrake. Final race at Sydney Motorsport Park for the Truck Assist Sydney Supersprint, and a ripping start by Whincup. But down the inside and blazing is David Reynolds. He's trying to slice down the inside of Winterbottom, and he's done it. They're neck and neck through turn one. And it's a great battle between Heimgartner and Whincup. And Andre goes down the inside to assert himself in the lead from Whincup. And a blazing David Reynolds now might even get it up into second place. Now, this will be tricky.
He does.
He got great traction out of turn two, and he slides that Penrite entry up into second position, right in behind Andre. Nice job.
So the soft tyre has really worked for David, not just off the line, but around turn two and into turn three. So we see LeBrock down on the inside of Mostert. Does he get it done with no contact? Yes, he does. Rick Kelly right out wide there. Scotty Pye down the inside of him. And that was a beautiful exchange through turn one with Heimgartner and Whincup. Heimgartner obviously on the soft and Whincup on the hard tyre variant.
Top three cars on the soft tyre. All cleanly through. There was a bit of jostling in the mid pack down at two. That's normal. Gary Jacobson alongside his teammate has to drop in and just slot in under the rear wing. They've got Alex Davison in behind them. Heimgartner, Reynolds, Winterbottom 1, 2 and 3. First of the hard tyre runners is Jamie Whincup. He's already lost a bit of ground. You can see him sitting there in fourth from McLaughlin. Percat. And in fact, LeBrock just got down the inside of Percat. Remember, Jack's got decent tyres on that car. And there he is in the Super Cheap Auto Mustang. There's a bit to fight for here. And it's also going on up and down.
Damage. You see the damage?
No, I didn't.
A lot of damage on the left-hand rear there. He's been hit recently there.
He has to. Probably more cosmetic. Okay, they're going to have a look at it and get that off there. So, I'm about to say that Jack...
He's in trouble.
Yeah, Jack... Yeah, well, he's also got no car speed. And that's the reason why he's getting beat up. So that's probably more to do with the lack of car speed than it is the cosmetic damage on that left corner. But what I was about to say, it's taken a while to get to it. Jack LeBrock's best ever in the category is a fourth. He's currently sitting in third, so there's a bit to fight for there. He's got good tyres to do it.
The white writing was hardly touched on those tyres. I wonder what Davey's got on to. Lucko, interesting to see what that quality is. Now, it was smart by Erebus.
Yeah, not bad, mate. We didn't lose too much, didn't go anything.
But when Erebus pulled him in there, he actually made a fair bit of ground on Heimgartner. That was clever, because it was about 3 seconds.
Here's Jack. So he's got the benefit of the undercut here, and he may even climb over Andre at this rate.
Be clever here.
So he's got David in the process. He did it via the pit lane. Thought about it. Heimgartner was a wake up. Now this next lap is difficult when you're being hunted on a tyre that isn't up to temp or pressure, and he'll be vulnerable down the inside here, and LeBrock's immediately been able to dive down the inside and get him. There's not a lot you can do there. Not quite close enough.
Might do it here. Oh, Frosty was across it.
It's always hard work at 5 because it looks inviting. It's a trap because on the run in there appears to be a gap. You get to the middle of that corner and there isn't. Now here we go at turn 6. Now we did that previously today as well. Remember we caught a replay of him with it getting a bit sideways on the run in there, so he's got good strength there, and it wasn't quite as lively in the rear end that time, but that moved Todd Hazelwood up into 4th position. We've got 1 lap remaining at the sharp end of the field, and there's nothing between LeBrock, Heimgartner, Reynolds and Hazelwood. This is for a win for LeBrock for the first time in his career, and this is for a podium for the 3 drivers in that 4 that haven't hit the big time just yet.
Dave has a look down there. He got a better run off 3 than what Andre did. But he covered him, and now he's having a lunge down the inside. Now, what's this do for Hazelwood? Because remember, this is his favourite spot. And Dave knows it. Oh, it's a big late slide. How's the licorice strap, a wheel spin coming out of the back of that? He's giving him a little bump.
He's vulnerable. He's vulnerable. Oh, he actually cranked it sideways. This is the invitation for Hazelwood. He's down there. He gets down the inside, Todd Hazelwood. That gets him on the podium, but Reynolds has to fight hard to try and can't stop it, but he's actually made ground. They will be cheering at Brad Jones Racing. So he got it down the inside with about 1/3 of a lap to go. And LeBrock looks as though he survived this one. It was a big, big slide for Heimgartner coming out of turn 5. And Jack LeBrock lines it up out of the final corner after 125 kilometres of racing. Lines it up, looks at the shift lights, glimpses the mirror, and he is going to get home for his first ever victory in supercar competition.
Well on, man, well on.
Jack LeBrock, Andre Heimgartner, and brilliant drive by Todd Hazelwood. 0.6 of a second, the official margin when it was done. Race 12, Truck Assist Sydney Supersprint. LeBrock, Heimgartner, Hazelwood, Reynolds. Awesome battle, only 1.5 seconds between them, and then Scott Pye, followed by his teammate Mark Winterbottom, Bryce Forward, Jamie Whincup, Chaz Mostert, Zane Goddard creeping into the 10, remembering that the reason for the change of complexion here is a very different tyre strategy being used by a variety of different drivers. And look at some of the big names, Van Gisbergen down in 12th, McLaughlin further afield, and on that final page there, we had Chris Pither, Paulie Jones and Gary Jacobson. So they're pretty pleased at Tickford